Balitang National. Good morning, Pilipinas, and welcome to another edition of Balitang National. For this video, allow me to use English and Tagalog as our medium of instruction. Let's consider po yung dalawang rational expression na nasa harapan natin. We have x minus y all over xy plus x minus z all over x z. We have two rational expressions under the operation of addition. So we are going to look for the sum. By the way, we cannot cancel the x and the y's, including the x and z, on our two rational expressions because the expressions of our numerators are separated, or the coefficients of our numerators are separated by subtraction. Hence, they are actually terms. We cannot cancel the z and the x and the y and the x because we can only do that if all the coefficients are separated by multiplication, and then we have the process of division. Now, we have po rational expressions dito, and kagaya po ng ating mga fractions, kasi nga yung rational expressions natin ay kagaya ng mga fractions, we are going to look for LCD under addition because we cannot automatically add nor subtract dissimilar fractions. In this case, dissimilar rational expressions. Kagaya po ng 1/3 at saka 1/2. We cannot add them immediately. We cannot say the answer is 1 plus 1, 2, and 3 plus 2 is 5. We have 2/5. Hindi po. Yung gagawin natin dito is we're going to look for LCD. And the LCD of 3 and 2 is 6. In this case po, we are going to look for the LCD as well. But since our denominators are in terms of variables, ito po yung dapat nating isipin. When you talk about variables, we're going to look for the maximum or the possible variables that are available in each denominator. Of course, in our first rational expressions, it is x, y. In our second rational expression, it's x and z. They have, both of the denominators have x's, but we don't have y and z in both of them. In short, we need to make sure that both of them have the same variables. Dito po, lalagyan po natin dito ng z, and lalagyan po natin dito ng y. And of course, since multiplication po is commutative, pwede po natin isulat ito na x, y, and z. In short po, yung ating LCD is x, y, and z under the process of multiplication. We don't need to add or multiply another x kasi may x naman sila. And then yung y na dito, lalagyan din natin ng y sa kabila. And then yung z din po, para magkapareha na po ang ating mga denominator. This is our LCD. And if we have LCD just like this, ito po yung ginagawa natin for fractions. We divide our LCD with this. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So we have 2 here. That is the multiplier of our numerator, which is 1. Let's say this is 7. Example, this is 7. On the other side, 6 divided by 2 is a 3. And that would be the multiplier for our 7. Okay? 7 po yan. And we use the same operation plus. Pasensya po sa ating space dito. So that's what will happen here as well. So we're going to divide our LCD. X, Y, Z divide by X, Y. So you have X, Y, Z divide by X, Y. We can cancel this. We can cancel that. The multiplier is Z. That's the multiplier of our numerator. And do not make a mistake po. Baka ito po yung gagawin natin. Z minus Y. Mali po ito. Kasi nga po, yung x minus y is the entire numerator. So make sure to add parentheses so that the z will be distributed later. Okay? Because if you're going to write it just like earlier, it means only the variable x is multiplied with z and saka yung y, wala po. So we need to really make sure to place parentheses. Sa kabila, we will do the same thing. X, Y, Z divide by X, Z. And we will know that the multiplier is Y because we can cancel this, we can cancel that. And we're going to use here Y times our entire numerator of the second rational expression, X minus Z. Okay. So we have these two forms now of our two numerators, but let's also use the separator as plus because it's plus here. If this is subtraction of rational expressions, then we use subtraction here as well. Now that we are done with our LCD and equivalent rational expressions, let's multiply our numerator. So we have z times x, we have x, z. Y times z is we have minus y, z. And we have here y times x is we have plus x, y. Then y times z is minus y. That's y. Alphabetically, y, z. All over x, y, and z. Notice po natin sa ating numerator po, meron po tayo ma-combine yung minus yz. So we'll start with alphabetical. xy po muna ilalagay natin bago yung xz. But you could also write xz plus xy kasi nga addition is commutative. But here, for our last, we have minus yz. We know it has 1. May 1 din dito. So meron tayong minus 2yz. And all of these are over x, y, and z. Now, looking at our terms sa numerator natin, xy, xz, yz, wala pong common numerator sa tatlong terms natin sa numerator. So, walang mapa-factor out and ibig sabihin at ang ibig sabihin din po nun, wala pong maka-cancel sa baba. We cannot do this, we cannot do that. Kasi nga po, yung mga terms ng ating numerator are separated by addition and subtraction, not multiplication. Ito po yung sum or the result for adding x minus y over xy and then x minus z over xz. We use the concept of LCD for variables, equivalent fractions or equivalent rational expressions, and we simplified what can be simplified. Lester Lou Sigumpan, nagbabalita for Balitang Rational. Huwag kalimutang mag-subscribe, i-like at i-share ang video ito. Maraming salamat!